Today, a Caribbean traveller's telltale jitters land her in custody.
She definitely was nervous. So we took her over to the side and opened up her bags. We saw several canisters of big pill containers. Anytime there's a lot of one thing, it kind of sets off a red flag. And specifically if they're coming from a source country for narcotics.
What kind of container is it?
Most of them are vitamin and workout containers. You know, the usual stuff they pretend it is. Chances are it's something that shouldn't be here is going to be in there.
At Detroit Metro Airport, a German heavy metal band is California bound.
We want to catch the spirit of Los Angeles.
These revved up rockers are planning to record their debut album on the Sunset Strip.
From Germany. Hello.
First time to the United States?
Yes, for me, yes.
Now, where's this record going to be sold?
It's gonna be sold in Germany.
So you guys are pressing it here and shipping it back?
No, we're just recording.
Now, the whole time you're here, you're getting paid to perform or anything like that?
No.
No?
We're just in the studio.
If anybody's coming to perform in the United States, they require a certain visa. So who's your management company?
He's a man, he's arrived with us.
He's here?
Yes.
So he's standing outside then?
Yes.
So go, have a seat. Come, let's take a walk. Come. And they just want to double check to make sure that the visa that they had for this particular travel matched the trip that they were here for. You don't see him anywhere?
Yeah, I'm just looking around. He's probably with another guy with like no hair and he's a bit tall. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
No, don't be nervous. What's the name of your band?
Beastless.
Beastless?
Beastless, yes.
Okay. So is lacking beast? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know what it means.
You still don't see him?
No.
Hope he didn't run away on you.
Last year, Americans made over 11 million overnight trips to Canada.
What took you guys up to Canada?
How long were you up there?
At the Peace Arch border crossing in Washington state, one such American has been pulled aside into secondary inspection.
Did you purchase or acquire anything while you're up in Canada?
No, I was doing a job in Linden.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an alarm installer.
Gotcha. Any cash that you're traveling with today?
$200.
Alcohol, tobacco, or firearms at all out in the vehicle?
Nope.
All right, sir. I'll have you take a seat on the bench. We're going to take a look out in your vehicle, get you going again, all right? Thank you. Yep. So Traveler's a U.S. citizen. He went up to Canada for a day trip, so we want to take a look in the vehicle.
So when we search someone's vehicle, we try to find every little nook and cranny of the vehicle.
So far, everything in the vehicle lines up with an alarm installer.
Oh! Except for the bullets in the glove box.
What?
It's a whole box.
First concerns are travelers got a weapon on them or in the vehicle. So we're looking for weapons.
Make sure there's not an empty holster somewhere in here.
I didn't see any empty holsters.
There's no gun in the car,
Missing two.
which could mean the traveler's armed.
We got to go inside, do a pat down, make sure he doesn't have anything on him, any firearms, any other weapons. We'll cuff him in the lobby.
At JFK International Airport in New York City.
What kind of container is it?
Most of them are vitamin and, you know, the usual stuff they pretend it is.
Officers discover large containers of suspicious pills in a Caribbean traveler's suitcase.
Anytime there's a lot of one thing, it kind of sets off a red flag. We're going to test these pills, and we're going to see exactly what they are and whether they're illegal or not. It just takes a little bit of the powder just to get a test result.
So this is an opiate test. There's opium alkaloids, MDMA or ecstasy, and methamphetamines. So after a few minutes, it should turn one of these colors.
Alcohol, tobacco, or firearms at all out in the vehicle?
Nope.
At the Peace Arch border crossing in Washington state.
Oh!
Officers discover a box of undeclared bullets in an American traveler's vehicle.
Missing 2?
But they can't find the gun.
We gotta go inside, do a pat down, make sure he doesn't have anything on him, any firearms, any other weapons. We'll cuff him in the lobby. Okay, do you have any weapons, knives, needles, anything like that on you?
Nope.
No weapons, go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. You're not under arrest.
For our safety and yours, we just have to verify, okay?
We're gonna walk you in the back, all right? Gonna go step right through here, in the back room. You understand why we're doing this?
Yeah, it's the box ammo.
Yeah, what's the ammo for?
Getting paid to perform or anything like that?
No.
At Detroit Metro Airport,
So he's standing outside then.
Yes.
a German rock band's missing manager could mean curtains for their US recording plan.
You don't see him anywhere? And they just want to double check to make sure that the visa that they had for this particular travel matched the trip that they were here for. Still don't see him?
No,
Hope he didn't run away on you. All right, we'll do one more time around, then I gotta take you back inside, all right?
it's this guy.
I'll talk to him. How you doing? I just need to find out some more information of your band, all right? So you flew in, you booked the studio, and now you're bringing the band in to play in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not getting paid while they're here?
No.
No?
We have to pay.
How much did you pay?
I think it's 30,000.
They paid for studio time. They were not coming here to perform. They were not coming to receive money. You're not one of those guys that like break guitars on stage or something like that.
No,
Okay.
they're too expensive.
Too expensive. My bad. I like it. You're a sensible guy. So this will be your first U.S. stamp, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to
Thank
America.
you.
Take care of yourself. I'll see you. Take care. Good luck.
At the JFK International Mail Facility in New York City. Some care packages contain more than just TLC.
A lot of them are homemade packages. You know, grandma sent some candy, some chocolates, and then sometimes they'll send stuff that is not allowed.
Agricultural specialists are on hand to head off any food or pests that may pose a threat to America's farming industry.
Contraband, prohibited meats, prohibited fruits. That's what I'm here for, to check these boxes, make sure we find those things.
Today, the US Postal Service has tagged a terse warning to a referred package.
Every once in a while, they will see something that kind of grosses them out. They actually labeled on it bugs. So we're gonna take a look at this box. It's declared, I can't read what it says. It's kind of illegible, so I have to take a look at it. Sometimes we do have bugs. They can get into the agriculture system and cause a lot of damage. Definitely some dried food products. If there are bugs in there, we want to make sure what type of bugs they are. And here comes one.
At the JFK International Mail Facility.
They actually labeled on it bugs.
An agricultural specialist has feelers out on an infested package from Mexico.
We want to make sure what type of bugs they are. And here comes one. It's trying to escape the box. These are typical bugs. What they like to do is feed on dry meats and dried food products.
So the bugs are harmless, but whatever's inside may not be.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Typically what these bugs like to do, they like to burrow in within the dried meat or the dry fish. I'll take a look to see if it's dried fish or meat, and it's meat. This is a good find. You see holes in there, those bugs have been chomping away at the dried meat. This happens to be not allowed, not because of the bugs, but because it's the meat itself might have some disease that we're not aware of. Everything that comes into the country does have to have some type of permit stating where it was raised, where it was killed, what type of treatment it went through. Since we cannot verify that that meat has those papers, we seize it, we destroy it. The bugs are allowed in, the meat is not. It sounds weird, but that's exactly what it is.
At the Peace Arch border crossing in Washington state.
Hands behind your back for me. You're not under arrest.
For our safety and yours, we just have to verify.
An American is handcuffed and sent for a frisk after officers discover undeclared ammunition in his vehicle.
You understand why we're doing this?
Yeah, it's the box ammo.
Yeah, what's the ammo for?
So that black bag I had in there, I had my weapon in there.
Uh-huh.
So I took my weapon out.
Okay.
And I thought that was the end of it.
He forgot that the ammunition for the firearm was still in the vehicle.
I'll have you just turn around. Pat down was negative, didn't find any weapons.
All right, so we good?
Yeah. Yep.
He'll be released. The ammunition cannot go with him because it's a violation. We have to seize it.
So you're not getting penalized today. Traditionally, it's a $500 failure to declare penalty. That's mitigated down from $5,000.
Wow.
Okay. So today, we're just seizing it. That's all. You're a U.S. citizen. You are free to go.
All right, thank you.
All right. Yep. Yeah. Don't bring ammunition across the border. Don't bring guns across the border. The worst thing you can do is try to hide it and try to get through the border without declaring anything.
I should have known the rules, but I was in a hurry. This could have been worse. I could have paid that $500 fine.
In New York City,
Chances are it's something that shouldn't be here.
officers test the suspicious pills they found in a Caribbean traveler's bag.
So this is an opiate test. So it turns about orange first, and then after it's going to turn one of these colors if it's an opiate. You see it's turning a purplish, so the purple is going to be opiate.
From our experiences, we know what it is at this point. This is tramadol, which is like a pain reliever. They're illegal.
Tramadol is a commonly abused painkiller. More than 3 million Americans use it recreationally.
We have the pill count. It tells you how many we have. We'll also weigh it all, see what the total weight is.
It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot. These will probably go maybe $10 a pop. So you're looking at 50, 60, 70,000 pills. So do the math on that. I mean, that's barely taken off the top, and it's over 500. So it's got to be 10,000 at least.
Times 8?
Yeah.
The demand for tramadol on the street can be lucrative for those willing to take the risk.
It's a lot of money. They have to know that it's not that easy. You can't just try to bring drugs into this country. We're going to do our best to try to stop you, and hopefully we get you. Not today, tomorrow. Every day, every day, every day, this is what we do. And every day we find something. What's going to happen now is we're going to contact HSI.
Homeland Security investigates criminal activity uncovered by Customs and Border Protection.
They're going to either decide to prosecute or not. If they decline prosecution, we're going to turn them over to state and local authorities. They'll decide what they want to do. It's out of our hands now. The justice system will take care of this young lady, and then we'll wait for the next seizure.
The Ambassador Bridge crossing in Detroit.
How do you all know each other?
We actually met online.
Two travelers from the UK and their American friend are pulled into secondary inspection.
They went to Canada, just looked around, and now they were traveling back to the U.S. Story didn't make sense, and so we just referred them in. So where'd you go? What'd you do?
Oh, nothing much. They basically just wanted to see a little bit of Canada since they were over here.
Okay, so you went over there just to look around Canada.
Yeah, basically, they just kind of wanted to.
How long were you in Canada?
2 hours, maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe 3.
Whose car are you in today?
Mine.
Is it registered to you?
Yes.
Outside, officers begin searching the trio's vehicle.
How long have you been in the United States visiting?
For about a month.
When do you fly back home?
Not until next year.
So how much time did you get off work?
Well, we left our jobs.
I'm sorry?
We left our jobs to come back.
So you're not working?
Well, we're traveling at the moment.
So you quit your job?
Yeah.
And you quit your job?
Yeah.
How much money you have saved?
About 5 or 6,000 sterling.
All right, have a seat.
Back outside, officers discover a suspicious book that isn't lacking substance.
A little bit of residue in there.
Look like there's some marijuana residue and some rolling papers. Don't know if they have anything on them, but we'll ask them and see.
The Blue Water Bridge connects Port Huron, Michigan to Port Edward, Ontario. With 14,000 crossings per day, it's the second busiest point of entry on the Canada-US border.
That's good.
And humans aren't the only travelers requesting entry.
I would say at least 1 in 5 cars that I come across in an hour have a pet.
Do you have your rabies certification for your dog, please?
For all creatures great and small, credentials are a must at the border.
As long as they have the right paperwork to come in, there's no problem bringing your pet across the border.
Thank you.
A lot of people are really connected. It's an extension of their family. I myself have a pet. I have a dog.
Today, an American couple and their new puppy are homeward bound.
So how long have you folks actually been in Canada then?
Since Tuesday.
Since
Past Tuesday.
This past Tuesday? You picked the dog up from where? What city?
Ajax.
Ajax? They're U.S. citizens. They were given a puppy from their son and daughter-in-law.
She had a litter ready to go, so she gave it to me at Christmas.
We're just trying to prevent rabies from spreading out. We just don't want things to come into the United States, regardless, if it's a fruit that's not supposed to come in with a disease on it, or if it's an animal that's coming in, or a human coming in. And you said the puppy is 10 weeks old?
10 weeks.
10 weeks. Puppies have to be 3 months old before they can get their series of rabies shots, and then they have to wait 30 days after that before they can become enterable into the United States. Due to the dog's age, it's not going to be able to make entry into the United States. We're going to actually refuse the puppy itself. You're going to give this back to Canadian Customs, so you can just take the dog back to wherever you got it. And then once you can fulfill those requirements, then you'll be able to bring the dog back into the U.S. All right, you guys can have a seat over there.
All right. It's very, very sad. Very sad.
Here's some information out the CDC website for you. Okay. All right. All right. I will direct you where you go. I'll walk you guys out to your car. Yeah.
I guess we'll get them in about 4 months.
Back at Detroit's Ambassador Bridge.
Whose car are you in today?
Mine.
Is it registered to you?
Yes.
2 European travelers and their American host have a hole in their story.
Look like there's some marijuana residue and some rolling papers. Don't know if they have anything on them, but we'll ask them and see. So, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You smoke marijuana.
I have in the past.
What's the box for?
Which box?
The red box that was in the...
Yeah, the book that's hollowed out. Usually I just keep a pouch of tobacco in there.
Have you ever kept any marijuana in that book?
There has been marijuana in that book before.
Do you have anything on you right now?
No, I do not.
Sure?
Yes.
We decided to do personal searches to see if they were bringing anything back from Canada or any type of contraband on their person. The personal search for all 3 was negative. After we conducted our computer checks, everything was negative, no warrants or anything like that, so they were free to proceed into the U.S. Here are your passports and everything. You guys are all set to go?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
It was a bit intimidating. They're a lot more thorough than I'm used to.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
We're concerned about what you're bringing in, what you did. And it's our job to keep America safe, to make sure that you're not transporting in things that are not supposed to come in.
I appreciate them basically upholding the laws of the country that I'm a part of, even if I still consider them fascist.